Your Tesla wall connector is finally installed, but you're not done yet. Before you can see the charging history, control the charger, and get software updates, you need to add it to the Tesla app. And there is one setting during this process that you don't want to get wrong. I also ran into a few errors during my setup, so I'll show you what happened and how I got past them. Let's get started. First, find the box your wall connector came in. Inside, you should find this quick start guide. It has information about installing the charger, but what you need right now is this QR code. Keep this paper somewhere safe because you might need it again in the future. Now, if you don't already have the Tesla app, download it and sign in into your Tesla account. Once you are in the app, tap the menu icon in the top right corner, then tap My Products, tap Add Product, select Charging, make sure you're standing close to your wall connector and tap Continue. Select Wall Connector, then tap Get Started. Now we need the paper with the QR code. Scan the QR code. The app will ask for your home address. Enter your address and tap Next. Your phone might also ask for permission to find devices on your local network. Tap Allow. Now press and hold the button on the wall connector handle for about 5 seconds. Keep holding until you see this green light. Once you see the green light, tap Continue. At this point, the wall connector creates its own temporary Wi-Fi network. Your phone connects directly to the charger so the Tesla app can complete the setup. This is where I started having some problems. For some reason, my phone would not connect to the wall charger. I tried connecting a few times, but it kept failing. I turned my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth off and back on, tried again, and eventually it connected. So if this happens to you, don't panic, try reconnecting, and you can also try restarting your phone's Wi-Fi. Once the connection worked, the wall connector started installing a software update. This can take a few minutes, so keep the Tesla app open while it finishes. But in my case, the connection dropped again. I tried connecting a few more times. Then I turned my Wi-Fi off and back on, and I got another error message. After a few more tries, it finally connected again and it finished the software update. Now we get to one of the most important parts of this setup. The app will ask you for the size of the circuit breaker that is powering your wall charger. Do not guess this number. If you are not sure what size breaker was installed, ask your electrician. You need to select the breaker size that is actually fitting your wall connector. In my case, I have a 30 amp breaker, so I'm selecting 30 amps. With a 30 amp breaker, the wall connector can provide up to 24 amps of charging power. Next, select your home Wi-Fi network and enter the password. This is different from the temporary Wi-Fi connection we used earlier. Now we're connecting the wall charger to our normal home Wi-Fi. Keeping the charger connected to the Wi-Fi allows it to receive software updates and communicate with the Tesla app. And then I got another error. This time the app said that the wall charger I was trying to add was already registered to someone else. That made absolutely no sense because this charger was brand new and I bought it directly from Tesla. At this point I figured it was probably another setup or connection issue since I had already been getting multiple errors. So I went back and started the setup process again. I followed the same steps from the beginning and then I got this message. Your device is already registered to the Tesla Home. And just like that, it worked. The wall charger appeared in my Tesla app and I could finally see the charger settings and all the other features. So the setup was definitely not as smooth as I was expecting, but everything worked out in the end. If you get connection errors like I did, don't assume something's wrong with your wall connector. Try reconnecting, restart your phone's Wi-Fi, restart the app, and try the setup again. Once the setup is connected, there is one more thing I recommend doing. Go into your Tesla Home settings and set up your utility rate plan. This lets the Tesla app use your electricity rate when calculating your home charging costs, so the charging data is much more useful. And that's it. Your Tesla wall charger is now connected to the Tesla app and ready to use. I hope this video helped you, especially if you ran into some of the same errors I did. Let me know in the comments, was your setup easy or did you have problems too? And if this video helped you, consider subscribing. I have more Tesla videos coming, including my home charging setup and my experience with the car. Thanks for watching.